It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting. Field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er, first down.
Purdy off the play fake. Out right to Bourne. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They go play action here. Purdy firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Play action. Now Purdy. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Purdy. The tight end Kittle. Has it on the left side. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line. Gain, a 3rd down pickup of 5. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down and they will lose the football. The first carry now. This is Williams. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. To throw is Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another Cowboys
the middle. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott now. He hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er, first down.
Now Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this one down to about 20-yard line.
That's another 49er first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And a 49er.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne from 19 yards away. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. Oh, he sheds himself free. And now off to the races down the right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
49-yard gain. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Purdy looking to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Purdy. Oh, he's got him. Wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 26 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Stout there defensively.
Now Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This now a 3rd and 4. Prescott yet again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now with Purdy. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Purdy off the play fake. Oh, he's down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another 49.
So halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Finds Pickens out right. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing. Prescott. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Purdy. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. That's complete to Pearsall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here's Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard
Ball
pickup.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
The 50-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good for a Cowboys first down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 14. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Prescott from the gun. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Hits. Is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Purdy bootlegging it. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Working the middle. He's got a man complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the Niners have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And out now come the Cowboys. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Dak. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw, Prescott. Shoves him away. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
1 yard gain.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
It's a turnover on downs.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And here's a big one. To hold this lead, they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now 1st and goal.
There you go.
Now Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Wide, ain't it?
Now Prescott. This ball intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes.